Hi there viewers, this is Glebe Road Junction and this is my New Year's update. And before I actually go into anything, I just want to wish everyone a happy New Year, and I hope you all had a very good Christmas. And also wanted to say thanks to all of those that have subscribed to me and my channel in 2013 and beyond, and for all of those that have left some good encouraging comments on my YouTube page. I do appreciate it, and I think I'm coming up close to 3,000 subscribers, which I'm happy about. And I say I've made some good friends along the way doing this hobby, and still after all these years I'm still enjoying it. So I just want to say thanks to all of those that again that have subscribed to me. This video it's only going to be brief because not much has been done, if I'm being honest. I've had a lot of family issues obviously over the past year or so, so I've had to spend a lot of time with family, so a lot of emphasis has been taken away from the layout, but I have been doing bits and pieces here and there, and so I'll go into that now. I'll probably be doing most of this freehand, so I'll have to apologise for the shaky camera beforehand. And well, let's take a look at some of the stuff that I've done, and some of the things that I will be doing in 2014. So on this side of the layout, as most of you will know from my previous updates, this side of the layout is almost completed. There are some minor detailing stuff that I need to do, in particular the overhead catenary down at this end still need to be finished. As you can see, the electrical contacts are still to be added on there. I have started to add the platform lights on this side. I've just got to wire them up, so all I've done at the moment is, if I can get down there, is they're all loose at the moment, so I've just drilled the holes for them to sit in. I've painted the lights as well, so as you can see the lights go all the way down, same as the other side, and all the way down here too. So they're just in place at the moment. I've just got to rig them up. I've got the wiring to do. I've also added the I think it's Berco signal head that's sitting on this platform here. This is the ready-made signal head, and it is yeah, very good. Again, this needs to be wired up as well, and then obviously around the signal head I'm going to add some of that wire meshing that you see. I'm going to copy it from a photo and put that around there and see how that looks. Not much else around this side. I mean, the static grass, what I've done with the static grass all around here is it looked a little bit too bare and a little bit too much. So what I've done is I've added some clumping over the top of it, which now makes it look a little bit more wild and overgrown. As you can see, it looks a little bit better. I'm quite pleased with it. So I've done that on a lot of static grass, like up on the hillside here. As you can see, it makes it a little bit darker as well, and it just looks like it's like weeds that are on top of the grass, so like flower heads, something like that, just to give it a bit of depth. And I've done that around quite a bit of the layout, in particular around the small TMD here. See, it looks a lot better now, and I have also started to add a bit of mud, which is like mud textured paint, which I bought from Wiley, which is really good. So I've started to add some of that and everything as well. But I mean, you can see it more clearly over here, the mud around the wild grass. But I mean, other than that, this side is almost complete. The river side, I've got rid of the trees over there, and I've just replaced the tree that was here with this willow tree, which again I bought from Wiley, or Worley, or whatever it's called. But I bought some other trees to go with it. But I think the willow overhanging the river looks quite good and prototypical also. I've still yet to finish off this. This is going to be a hotel. I've still yet to finish that off, and some lighting for the station. What I did do as well, the actual road surface on this bridge, you know, it was too dark before. It was like a really dark tarmac colour. So what I've done is I've given it a different textured look on top of the actual road. There's loads of different greys. Gloss is also mixed in with matte, and talcum powder to give it the rough look, and it's come out quite well. And I've also put in the old drain covers as well, as you can see, like drain cover there with the new cement rendering around it, so it looks like it's been done more recent. I've done that up and down the roads. All I've got to do is add the white lines and yellow lines, and obviously the zebra crossing. But I mean, the road itself now looks a lot better. I'm quite pleased with that. So it looks more realistic than the colour it was before, and I've repainted the paving as well, and I've added just a little electrical cabinet to go with the speed camera, which I think is clocked up over £1 million worth of fines now. So yeah, looking forward to that going into my bank. I say on this side that's probably about it, if I'm being honest. I can't think of anything else. The other thing I have been doing as well is just finishing off weathering my fleet. If you can see in this 57, if it focuses properly, you can see I've started to grind the rest of my fleet up. They're not finished, it's still got a little bit more left to do, but the majority of the weathering is done on most of the fleet. That includes my my 47s as well. This one's got a really light dusting, so you can't really notice. The 47 come around now, it's had a bit more of a heavy weathering on it, and that also looks good. And the 150 there, it's had a coat of grime added to it. I say on this side, it is more or less done. I have also built this brick wall here, the retaining wall, just to go along where the rest of the tunnel mouth is, just to go across the back. That's loose at the moment, so I still need to put that into place and weather it up properly. And then obviously that's done as well. And that's about it for this side, to be honest. The majority of my work that I have been doing is on the other side, because I've started the other side of the layout now. I wanted a bit of a break from this side of the layout, so I started doing some bits and pieces on the other side. Okay, so on this side of the layout, I've now changed the track plan. Now obviously I've got a 4-line main line, and what I've done is this tunnel mouth here is going. That's all going. I'm not sure where I'm going to keep that cement works there. I probably will, but what I will do is where this hillside is split, I'm going to add a scenery board that goes up, so it's just separated from this side of the layout, and then start obviously it's fresh. So where this hillside is now, I'm going to have a motorway that goes across. It'll be like a concrete modern motorway, and obviously the 4 main lines will run underneath the motorway, and then I've just got a nice gracious curve going all the way around and up through the middle, or diagonally up through this side of the baseboard, which is about 4 foot in width, which is quite wide. And as you can see, it goes all the way up, and then obviously all the way around the back, all the way down here. So this is how I'm keeping it, the main lines, and obviously they'll run under a board which is going to be here, which will be the town scene. And then obviously over this sort of section here, I will have 2 tunnel mouths, and then hillside up to the town scene. Also, which you probably just noticed, from this tunnel mouth here, which will be the motorway, I'll be having an exit off the main line, that siding, that's going to run across here, which I've got to add another piece of wood across there. And as you can see, I've with pen, I started to mark out the TMD sidings. This is going to be my main TMD shed. Now this isn't for definite, but this is going to be a rough idea of what I'm going to have. I'm not sure whether to have 2 sheds or just the one. So at the moment, as you can see, I've started to build my main large DMU shed and loco shed. I was going to have a second shed over this point here, somewhere down here, just for the locos, but I think I might just add just have the DMUs and the diesels in this shed here, and then just have this the scenery, maybe a hillside going up, or maybe some industrial units. I'm not too sure yet, because I think it's looking like a bit too much track, so I think a little bit more green scenery might make a big difference. Where this engine shed is here now, that's not staying there. What I'm going to be doing is building a large engine wash that I see down in Wembley. So I'll be scratch building that, and it'll be replacing that shed where that shed is now. And then obviously that line will run down the side of the DMU shed and then back onto the main line again. Right, the DMU shed I have been building over the last couple of months, and it's obviously nowhere near finished. I've only just put the plastic card and everything on it. Still got lots to do to it yet, an awful lot to do to it if I'm being honest. But it's obviously a 3-row DMU shed. I've still got more trusses to put across for the roof, because the roof is going to be the main part of the structure. I think it's going to have a lot of skylights in it, so that's going to take some time to build. It's also going to have a lot of interior, all the walling and stuff like that, and then pits as well. So there's going to be an awful lot of work there to do. But this is actually just built out of foam board. I'm not sure what millimetre it is. It looks something like 6mm foam board, just for the actual structure, so it's nice and rigid. And then I just cladded it with normal 30 thou plastic card, and then I just added the as you can see on here, I've just added the corrugated sheets across the top, and then obviously brickwork underneath. Now I've only just added this brickwork and corrugated sheets on, so it's quite raw. As you can see, there are slight gaps, but it all needs to be filed down and everything, so that there is no gaps and all that. And then obviously it needs to be painted up, and drain pipes and stuff like that needs to be added. And obviously that goes all the way down. I'm not having windows or anything like that on the side of the DMU shed, because it's just going to be skylights. This DMU shed is going to be, it's not a carbon copy, but I have copied, kind of copied the structure at Old Oak Common, the big HST shed that's there. I wanted to get that kind of feel, so I've sort of copied this. It measures about 50 inches long, so it's quite big. And the office building, one of a few that are going to be added to the side. This office building, I've obviously scratch built from plastic card as well, as you can see. This is just made from 30 thou plastic card, and then obviously brick and corrugated sheets added to it as well. The window bars, and especially the ones at the bottom, the cross ones, I'm taking the cross ones off and just adding them as bars going down. But this is taking me quite a while to build, especially the steps and stuff. So it's taken me about a month to build. But this is the office building, and obviously a little warehouse, because at the back of the warehouse is the loading door for the trucks, and then obviously graffiti and everything on the doors. And then obviously I've just got the vents on top of the roof. But it's all made out of plastic card, embossed brick sheets, and everything's just scratch built. Even the hand railing is made out of metal, and it's taken some time. It's not brilliant, but it gives the idea of what I'm trying to achieve on this building. So I'm hoping once the DMU shed has been painted and everything's been added with it, along with this office building and a few other things that I need to add to it, I'm hoping this DMU shed is going to look the part. Fingers crossed. But that's the idea on that. So and on the back end of the main line here, what I'm thinking of doing is building I'd probably say about 4 inches away. I'm going to be building either a retaining wall, arched retaining wall, or a small hillside and then a little retaining wall on the top, and then I'm going to have a raised section at the back there, and it's going to be an industrial area of some kind. But that's the idea. That's what the idea that I've got in my head. So I think I'll probably have a retaining wall, if I'm being honest, because I haven't actually got one, because I've got the hillside around by the station. So I'll probably have a nice dark grey retaining wall, which I'm going to scratch build out of plastic card as well, and have that going all the way down, just to give it that nice London dirty grimy feel. But that's the idea there. And then obviously I've got a lot more points to buy as well, as you can see from this track work here, you can see there's an awful lot of points. I think I worked out to be about 30 different points, and then obviously they've got to be wired in with point motors. So yeah, lots to do. What else I was going to do as well with this DMU shed, the one down in Old Oak Common, on the side, across the side of the actual shed, it says Old Oak Common Depot. Now I'm going to replicate that by using, I've got these Slater's letters, so I'll be obviously cutting them out and I'll be adding them on the side, say obviously Glebe Road Depot, and then obviously I'll be painting them up. So I think I've got the right size, so I'm going to add them on and see what it looks like. I think that again will give it a nice effect. But yeah, lots to do, and obviously once that's built, I've got more track to get as well, and then I've got these nice yard lights to put in that took a year to build, so they've got to be put in, and that's it, if I'm being honest. Other than that, there is nothing else that I have done that I can think of. I say everything else is more or less the same. I haven't really spent a lot of time up here, if I'm being honest. Just doing bits and pieces here and there. What I have also done, you probably won't pick it up on the camera, but down by the fueling point here, you can see it looks like it's a bit wet. What I've done is I've just got a big tub of, I think it's Humbrol clear gloss paint, and then all I did is just brushed it on where I think the diesel residue would normally sit, and I just painted it in to make it look like it's diesel spill. Again, that's just a nice added effect that I've added in, and that's the thing, you see, once you start, you know, getting quite far in the building structure of the layout, the detail then starts to come into play. You start thinking, oh, I've finished that, so what else needs to be done? And when you see things in real life, you think, oh yeah, I'll add that in. And you know, the detail never comes in at the beginning stages. It's always the final touches, and you always find something to add in, just to make it look that much more realistic. So so that's it. Everything else, the Turner's depot is the same. Everything else on that side is the same, and I think that is everything I've got to show you. So yeah, so I think in 2014 most of my time will be spent on certainly building this structure anyway. This is my first thing to get this structure, which is going to take a few months. Whilst I'm doing that, I will add the track work in. I'm not sure I'm going to be adding this track work in here. I think I will just have that lot, and maybe a small siding with a fueling point, because I think it's looking like a little bit too much track, I think. Now I say less is often sometimes more, so I think I'll add a bit of greenery there just to fill it out a little bit, I think. But yeah, that's my next job. So sorry it's been a while since my my last update, because I know a few of you have been asking when is my next update, and I'm sorry it's not much to show you, but I'm hoping as the year goes on, this end certainly will start to look a little bit more like this end, fingers crossed. Like I say, I've still got a few more bits and pieces like the light sniffing to do down this end, but as it stands, this side is more or less finished anyway now. So so that's it. I mean, nothing else to show. So that's it from me. So happy New Year to you all, and I will see you probably next month or the end of this month when I've got a little bit more done. So take care. See you for now.